Hey everyone, and welcome to the Zep Free to Play series. For those of you who do not know me, my name's Zep. I've been playing this game for a long time, and I figure most of my content is probably towards the end game, so I wanted to do something for the newbies. So this one goes out to you guys. I'm not gonna do like an official beginner's guide because it is very time consuming. But what I figured I could do was do a free to play series where I just take you through the game as someone who doesn't spend any money and see how accomplishable that feat actually is. I thought it'd be kind of fun, in the spare time for myself as well, for something to do and to bring some content, for the newer players. So that's what this series is going to be about. Hopefully it helps some of the newer players. Hopefully it gets more people involved in the game. I guess I'll title it free to play for beginners. A lot of people have been playing this game for a while or is interested in my end game content. All of that stuff is still going to be available. I'll still make, content on those things, but I will be focusing on the free to play series side. Probably a little more frequent than the other stuff. I do stream, on Twitch. I'll probably stream on YouTube for the endgame players as well, if anybody wants to check that out. It's usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But with that being said, let's just talk about episode 1 here of the beginner series. So if you first, you just opened the game, you started playing, you're getting through tutorials, right? What you should do as a new player is you should try and progress as far as you possibly can in your adventure mode, okay? Where I am right now is the second part of adventure. I'm on my second day. I didn't really do anything on day 1, but where I am right now, I'm going on to day 2 for my rookie rewards. I did my daily check-in here. So all I've done is go through the adventure mode, followed kind of the steps that everyone has, that the game has kind of guided you on, and now I've gotten to this 2-8 mark, right, which will unlock certain things, and I actually do want to talk about this a little bit. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is, again, as you're progressing, the game is going to walk you through some things. It's going to show you some heroes. It's going to show you an epic hero, which is a step up from your beginner hero, which is Evelyn, right? Evelyn is your beginner hero. She's an elite hero, which is the lowest, I guess, usable character. There are some common characters and rare characters, but they should kind of be ignored. Elite characters, there are a couple of them that are usable. Epics, there are a couple epics in the game that are very, very good, and we'll talk about those as the series progresses. And then there are legendary heroes, which are very, very good. You can find all of the heroes in this index here. If you just search, you can click on legendary heroes, and it'll bring up all of the legendaries that are in the game, which is really cool. You have water, you have fire, you have wood, and then you have light and dark heroes. Light and dark heroes are very, very strong, but they are hard to get. But there's a lot of really good wood, fire, and water heroes. Same thing, with epics and elites. Like I said, all of these heroes that are available in the game are in the index here, so you can kind of see, what's available to you and what's not in your own spare time. So the game's going to show you those things. The game is also going to show you stuff about gear, right? What I would recommend to new players right now is don't really use any kind of resource. Don't use any resource until you need to. So what has just happened to me is I've gotten to this adventure 2-8, right? And I've tried to beat this on auto with these teams, and I've lost. Okay, I lost against this boss, and what they've told me to do is go in and level up my hero. Now, the game walks you through this, prior to me showing you this, so you'll understand, I think, most of this, unless you're going too fast through the game. But this jelly down here allows you to upgrade your heroes. So my heroes are kind of weak, so I'm going to try and upgrade them a little bit up to their max level. and just see if this gets me enough to beat this boss. Okay, something like this. I'll use up my jelly, which is how you upgrade your heroes. But don't do this until you get stuck somewhere, okay? You want to save up as many resources as you possibly can. And then this is our last usable hero. All right, so we did get them all to level 20. Hopefully this is enough to beat this stage. Let's go in and give it a try, and I'll see you back here, hopefully with a clear. Be right back. Okay, so actually increasing my heroes levels to 20 ended up allowing me to clear this on auto. I did notice one thing here, that I used this character. I actually got this character from the free daily summon that the game gives you. So you can use the fire hero Evelyn in her place, and you should also be able to clear. So you might have to upgrade your heroes to level 20. Okay, so now that we passed that, this magic pass has opened up. This is a really great resource to get some free items, even if you're free to play. I will also tell you though, that if you are going to spend a little bit of money, this is one of the best values in the entire game. It is kind of funny that they ask, like, show you to purchase that. You don't need to do it. You can just get this top line of rewards every month for free, and it's really great. But as I said, you know, this magic pass is actually really great value, and the first one is even better because the amount of stones that you get here to summon new heroes is absolutely amazing. On top of that, you get a free legendary hero. Well, not free, a $10 legendary hero with all the other things. And this hero is actually a really strong early game character, and he actually progresses into the later stages of the game. He will be outclassed by some other heroes, but he is still very strong. So if you're going to spend any money in the game and you want to keep it to a minimum, I would say buying the Magic Pass each month is probably enough to really get you by. But since this is a free-to-play series, we will not be spending any money. All right, so once we get to the 2-8 stage, right, and you clear it, just like I showed you there, just by following the game, it's going to show you how to, like I said, put gear on your heroes, how to level up your heroes, you know, with this jelly stuff, which is nice and important. We'll get into glyphs and abilities, you know, as we get further on, but I don't want to overcomplicate things for you. If you guys are having issues with gearing your heroes, you can literally come down here and click this quick wearing button. So if there's no gear on your hero, you can click quick wearing and it will automatically put the gear on your heroes. I will say, if you're first starting out, the first thing that you want to do is, if you have epic heroes or legendary heroes, you obviously want to put your best kind of gear on them, okay? I guess one thing to mention on gear, they do have bonuses. So as you see here, this warrior set gives you 15% attack. So for every 2 stats or every 2 warrior sets that you have, you'll get 15%. So Zachary here has 3 sets on, so he's getting a nice 45% boost to his attack, which you can see his stats here in the info page. Okay? All right, so now that that has taken place, let's talk about some of the things that have opened up here, because I don't want you to make any early game mistakes. Now, if you're past this point, it's okay. You know, if you've used up some of your resources, I promise you it is not the end of the world. But for those of you who have started out by watching this, you know, first episode of the beginner series, and you've gotten to this 2.8 stage, let's talk through some things, okay? The first one is the market. Right now, we're going to ignore this. There are some really nice things in here, nice things that you can buy at discounts. Once you get into a guild, you can purchase some things here. There's going to be some more things that open up as you progress through the game, and we'll talk about that, later on. But I would ignore the market for now. The altar as well. I want you guys to just ignore this for a second. We'll talk about these heroes in upcoming guides, just because some of those heroes that are in this hero synthesis are going to be a main target for us, okay? We'll ignore that as well. We already touched on the Magic Pass. Guilds, you can join any kind of guild. I might start one, for anybody who's interested in joining this free-to-play series. If anybody wants to join along, just let me know. If we get enough comments or interest, maybe we'll start a free-to-play guild. Okay. From that point, I do want to mention this rookie challenge over here. This is going to be a great value to people starting out because there's going to be a lot of really great resources. It's also going to guide you into, kind of learning the game a little bit. So as you see here, on our first day, all you had to do was log in, own a level 10 hero. If you just play through the adventure mode, all of this stuff is kind of going to be given to you. So these are all of the things that we are achieving right now. Now, as we progress, as you see here, we're going to clear Adventure Stage 3-8. We're going to just go through the game, and it's going to guide us to get these resources. And as we go along, we'll get even better resources here at the bottom. But you really want to prioritize this, okay? You want to complete this in the 12 days because this last reward is amazing. You get to choose a legendary hero out of here, and within this chest, one of the best heroes in the entire game is in it, and you will get it for free, and that's Florence. You definitely want to grab Florence here. I will say, again, if you're past this point, it is okay. It is a bummer because Florence is that good, but I will say Bulin, very good character. Opal is a very good character. Nero, very good character. Rachel, very good character. Valeria is one of the older characters in the game. She is good, but I will say in comparison to the others, she is definitely one of the weaker ones. And then Florence by far is the best choice, but you really want to prioritize getting this stuff done because Florence is really good. On top of that, they will give you an epic hero, which is Hitoshi. He is fantastic at clearing waves. He's going to be a very key character for you in the beginning stages of the game, and he's actually going to scale really well for dungeons. So, long story short, I want you to prioritize this rookie challenge. One, because it's going to help you learn the game, and the rewards that are given are absolutely fantastic. Okay? So try and do that as diligently as you can. The other thing that the game is going to guide you on is this challenge. So the challenges down here are actually another really great way to guide you, and these rewards are even better, like really good. You're going to get a really strong character and brand, although this is probably going to take us a while to get to from a free-to-play series standpoint. And then Urian is a pretty strong light dark character. He's definitely one of the weaker ones, but as a free hero, it's kind of nice. But this will take a while. Other than that, you have ways to level up your hero here to upgrade them, which we'll get to in a little bit. You get 10 summoning stones, which is great, and then gems. So all of these things, you can go in here and click individually, and all I've done so far is kind of followed the path of the game, and it's making me, it's giving me these rewards. So a lot of times you might not even have to search this stuff out. I think if you just continue following the game, because it's pointing to an adventure, it wants you to keep going. Just follow this and it should guide you. You have daily quests as well, which give you some really good rewards. It gives you some jelly, it gives you some energy. All of these things are really nice. You'll have achievements, a bunch of different things. You're going to have rewards coming out the wazoo. But as we progress through this series, just try and save a lot of your resources until you know what you're doing. Okay? I think where we'll end today is talking about this summon gate. So once 2.8 opens up, right? Once you just beat that stage that I showed you, you're going to have this rookie summon, and I thought this Blazing Fist would be open. I'm trying to figure out why it's not open yet. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So I guess we just needed to click on that, and then it's taken us into Chapter 3. So we will touch on Chapter 3 later, but now this should be open. All right, so I don't know why this isn't unlocking, but I will tell you right now, even if you... I don't know what the unlocking criteria is, and I don't know if Geralt is guaranteed after 10 summons, but I will say this, that he's kind of outdated. I don't know if I would waste my summon stones on him, especially whenever we're going to be talking about this character here, which is Bella. She's very, very strong in Tulpa, but Tulpa, which is a dungeon in here, and again, we'll talk about all these things like right here, is one of the worst dungeons. You really don't want to prioritize it. So I would say do not use your summons on Geralt, and do not use your summons on these two characters, even though it's a guaranteed legendary. This hero, which is a wood hero, is outclassed by this epic hero. This epic hero is much better. And the water hero is like, there's a lot of people that do his job better. So don't do that. I would use your stones on this advanced summon, and I guess right now we're going to pop this to end the video just for a little bit of dopamine. We'll use 10 summons, and we'll talk about some of the heroes that might be good. All right, so we at least get an epic, so this is cool. All right, so man, this is amazing actually. This hero is great. This hero is great. As for the rest of these heroes, Cece, very strong hero. Rhaenyra is pretty nice early game. Mary is very good. Valuk, also pretty cool early game. Storm Falcon, which is nice. And Marion. So this was a really nice 10 pull. So we have some pretty cool places to go from here. But anyway, that is episode 1, guys. Stay tuned. We're going to be, bringing you this free-to-play series, on my channel. So if this is something that interests you, I hope you subscribe, like the video, and all that stuff. So as always, I will catch you on the next one. See ya.